Hello, beautiful people. How are you today? This is Donnie Brownhill, America's Better Life Strategist, and also sleep wellness and equanimity living expert. I'm also a professional speaker, and I also am an author of 3 upcoming books. First one is Be Your Own Catalyst. Second is Unleash the Fire Start Within. And the third book is Sleep Poses Your Life. Well, it also helps SOS, that's sleepy, overwhelmed, stressed individuals, gain clarity and move towards a more restful, surrendering, and peaceful life. That's what I do. Well, anyway, today is Tuesday tea time. So Tuesday tea time, remember, what does the tea time stands for? T stands for T is truth, E is empowerment, and A is action. And this week is still the same poem, Letting Go Takes Love, and we're on line 8 of this poem. So let me read the poem to you. To let go does not mean to stop caring. It means I can't do it for someone else. To let go is not to cut myself off. It's the realization I can't control another. To let go is not to enable, but to allow learning from natural consequences. To let go is to admit powerlessness, which means the outcome is not in my hands. To let go is not to try to blame another. It's to make the most of myself. To let go is not to care for, but to care about. To let go is not to fix, but to be supportive. To let go is not to judge, but to allow another to be a human being. To let go is not to be in the middle arranging all the outcomes, but to allow another to affect their destiny. To let go is not to be protective, is permit another to face reality. To let go is not to deny, but to accept. To let go is not to nag, scold, or argue, but instead to search out my own shortcomings and correct them. To let go is not to adjust everything to my desires, but to take each day as it comes and cherish myself in it. To let go is not to criticize or regulate anybody, but to try to become what I dream I could be. To let go is not to regret the past, but to grow and live for the future. To let go is to fear less and love more, and to let go and to let God and to find peace. And remember, the time to love is short. Oh, I love that poem. I just do, because it just reminds you of just the simple things that you can do. And I know sometimes it's complicated. It can be a little bit more, especially if you're dealing with codependency, but that's a whole nother subject and we'll talk about that another day. But line 8 is, to let go is not to judge, but to allow another to be a human being. Truth is to let go is not to judge. Empowerment, I allow another to be a human being. What does that mean? That means that when you're having a conversation with somebody, just realize they're going to bring some baggage. Just realize that there's something that they're going to bring to the table that you may feel offended by, may not be exactly the way you wanted to hear it, but we all have baggage. That's the truth. We all have baggage, and because of that, we need to understand that when you're dealing with somebody, and we've had this conversation before, that you have to remember that all that they're bringing to the table, all that they're bringing to the conversation, it could be their mother, their father, their upbringing, their beliefs, their assumptions, their background, their experiences, their beliefs, their values, all that is coming to the table when you have a conversation with them. So don't be quick to judge. And another thing, don't forget what you used to do. So easily, especially as parents, we do that. We forget that we were hot mamas or we were little thugs. And when our kids start acting in that way, we can't relate and we forget, but we should be able to relate and have some empathy, because you realize, okay, what's going on if you're behaving this way? So I want you to just not judge them. Just remind yourself that they're human beings and they have baggage. So that's the action. The action is when you're having a conversation with somebody, don't be quick to react. Sometimes just be silent. You can nod your head or you can respond. But don't judge them, because we're all going through something. So again, to let go is not to judge, but it's to allow another to be a human being. So just come from that space. Come from your heart and not your hurt. Because that's when we start judging. That's the truth. When we start judging, we're coming from our hurt and not our heart. So that's your action. I like that one better. I want you to actually come from your heart when you're communicating with somebody and not your hurt. So this is Donnie Brown Hill, America's Better Life Strategist, and I am leaving you today on Tuesday Tea Time, and I will see you next Tuesday for Tuesday Tea Time. Many blessings. Bye-bye.